found out what was going to happen with Leo and Mick.
Leonard?
Yeah.
Leonard? I mean, I think for everybody, it's really heartbreaking to see them not get along. Because you're like, no, you guys are BFFs, like, forever. And so to see the kind of conflict is, I think it's super sad. I don't like it. I want them to be, like, best friends.
I don't know, I think Kendra kind of likes it. I'm gonna be honest, I don't think Kendra likes the villains very much. She has trouble, like, really liking them, and so obviously she doesn't want anyone to die, but she's kind of happy that, like, Mick's not on the ship threatening to blow it up.
And Rip's totally happy that Mick's not on the ship. It just makes it easy. He doesn't really want many of them on the ship at the moment. They're all just causing too much trouble. So, you know, get rid of the troublemaker. But I love the fact that storyline has been written. I think it's you know, having those two on the show, they're so funny and so good as one-liners, and then to give them, you know, to let them flex their acting muscles and let them fall out, I think is a real joy to watch.
And then I just have a comment about what happened. I actually like had a dream that like half perceived that was gonna happen, like months ago.
Wow.
Like
She's clairvoyant.
Why is it with people dreaming?
I mean, you could just start tweeting out like your dreams. And
I don't watch the show, I just go to sleep and I dream it.
No, like I had a dream and then like a month ago before like it all started like snowballing, and then I watched it last night and I was like, that.
Trippy. Trippy.
If you have a dream about me dying, let me know. I'm always worried about my job.
Thank you.
Thank you.
What's your name?
David. And do you guys think that the writers or producers or whatever would think of bringing back Prince Khufu? Or
I think there's definitely the possibility for that, but I can't speak to what capacity he's coming back. We are on a time ship, so
And he does reincarnate.
and he does reincarnate, and I also have memories and flashbacks quite often, so
The chances are,
maybe.
possibly maybe,
Possibly, maybe, kind of, who knows.
but he's not. He's not. Yeah, how's it going?
Hi, my name is Michelle Capone. I'm a huge fan of the show. This past episode, there were a lot of controversial topics being addressed. So does the show plan on still addressing these sexuality and racism and sexism? Are we gonna see more of that since it is a time travel show?
I think the 50s really gave us a great platform for that, because it was, you can't go to the 50s and bring a biracial couple and a young black man and a bisexual woman without addressing those things. You just can't even exist in that world. That was one of my favorite episodes because of that reason, and I was so happy to see that the writers addressed it and didn't just pretend like none of that was there. And I really hope that we do more of it. I know for a lot of people, Sarah being a bisexual character meant a lot to them, and I think the more we can kind of address any of that stuff and make statements about it, the better. And I hope we can do it even present day stuff. And
I think we're really lucky to be at an age where we can do those storylines. It's only the past 10 years of this. I think now is the only real time that show would have been able to be made. I think it's really brave of the writers and totally right for them to do that. And I'd say long may it continue.
And won't it be fascinating to see how in the future that has shifted or not shifted, since we do go to the future. Let's see,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. What's been your favorite timeline to go, or decade to go to so far?
I really love the 50s, but I like the look of the Western one. I can't wait for you guys.
I was just going to say what you want to go to.
Yeah.
It's the wettest Western you'll ever see on television. It rained every day. But it looks really cool.
we got to ride horses.
Yeah.
I didn't like the 50s because like I didn't like Sarah didn't like the 50s because it was so like cookie cutter.
You're not Sarah.
Sarah, who am I? But I liked. I mean, I loved the 70s just because like I liked the outfits. But Western outfits pretty cool too.
We do some cool stories in the future as well, which I'm looking forward to.
Yeah, that'll be great. Cool. Hi, what's your name?
Hey, my name is Owen, and I was wondering what was like the most fun to film, the most fun scene to film.
Mine was Sierra and I in the Western when we got to ride horses. Because we literally like did the scene and like all the dialogue out in beautiful nature, and we're on these like amazing horses.
What was your horse name? What was your horse's name?
I had Gus,
And I
then
had
Gus
Surprise.
wasn't feeling so
Yeah,
hot.
Gus was like not having it.
And then they brought somebody else out.
Oh, Maui.
And then my horse was really sleepy. So they got a horse, like you had to stop, and like the horse was just going like this, and we trying to have dialogue, and they brought another horse who was really tired, I think. And like its head, normally like horses are up here, its head was down here. And they kept on like making me like, and I'm like, he's just chilling, like leave him alone, you know? Like we keep his head in the shot. I'm like, well, too bad, he's sleepy.
No, that was a lot of fun, and we got to actually like ride just and train like 3 or 4 times together, and it was great. Our horses always wanted to race each other, which was perfect. So we were just galloping away. It was really fun.
We get in trouble, like
We
the
would get
horse
in
trainer was
trouble.
like, stop running, come back.
No, but that was fun.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi, I'm Emma. I was wondering how the spaceship works. Like, how do you film that?
How do we
Captain
film it?
Hunter?
Well, I know exactly how it all works. I know. It's a real spaceship. There's just cameras in there, and we go on it.
And we're not allowed to
We've got
leave.
this huge. So the day before or the 2 days before we started filming, I went in to see it was still being built, and we didn't start shooting on the motorbike for ages because it was just this huge. It's in a room like this, and it's huge. The whole inside of it is in this one room. And I got to see when it was being built, and it was just a big wooden structure. It's one of the biggest sets I've ever worked on. We're so used to it now, we're like, yeah, just go on to the wave rider, it's fine. But it was really, like, for a good week, every time I walked onto it, I was like, wow, this is really cool. But yeah, like all the walls come out so they can get cameras in, and they do some cool stuff. My chair spins around really slowly. There's a guy whose one job is to just operate my chair spinning around. And when they put music over it, it's amazing. Like it goes chair turning around. In real life when we're filming, it just goes. And then goes too far. So you'll notice Rip's chair turns around less and less as the series goes on. You become more and more impatient with it.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, Cassie. And my question is for all of you. Was like being an actor or actress like your first career choice, or did you have another like career that you wanted to go for?
Well, I started singing first. I was hoping to go singing like when I came out the womb. Before I knew words, it was like me humming all the time. So I
She's a really good singer. I'm something more.
Don't even. Guys, I'm sick. I'm really sick. I would otherwise. So yeah, no, I thought for a long time I was going to be a recording artist, and then I started doing musical theater, and I was like, oh, you can act and sing? That's cool. And then I went to school for theater and decided I wanted to act as well. So that's kind of the long journey.
Is there going to be a scene with you doing something, singing at some point?
Sorry,
Is there an upcoming scene with you singing at some point?
I wish there would be. I mean, I'm really hoping like maybe we go back to like the 30s or something, and I get to do jazz. I love jazz music, so that'd be really. I don't know. Tweet it to the writers, please.
Katie, have you always wanted to be a ninja?
Before I could even speak words, I come out of the room kicking. Caught my own umbilical cord. No, I didn't ever think about being an actress. I didn't know that was like a job, like something you could do. And the same, like I started as a dancer, but I didn't plan on being a dancer. I just loved dancing. And then that led me into like this path of creativity. Like I didn't know anybody, no artists, like nobody in my family's an artist. And I didn't think or start acting until I was like 21.
She was in a girl group, by the way. You should look it up.
band.
What was it called? What was it called?
I'm not telling you.
Tell me what the girl group was called.
But yeah, so like I just kind of been following the passions in life, but definitely this was not the plan. But you know, I'm okay with this plan. I like it.
This was always the plan. I come from like the opposite. Like my mum's a puppeteer, and my dad's a musician, and so there was just stuff happening. I never like the idea of getting a normal job was just never on my radar at all. So I don't know what else I do apart from this or be in a band. Like, that's all I can possibly give to the world. So thank you for letting me be on telly.
Your first the McDonald's job, the birthday party job?
Oh yeah, I did train all McDonald's people to do birthday parties for a year. And actually, it's really weird, isn't it? I had a little mini, an old mini, and a car full of games and face paints and balloons. I can balloon model the hell out of anything, I really can. And I travelled around to each McDonald's in England and taught all the people there who didn't want to be taught how to do birthday parties at all to do birthday parties. I'm like, hey guys, let's play some games. I was 17. Let's play some games. No, really. It was actually soul destroying. I quite like playing all the games and doing the balloon models, but no one wanted to join in. It was really
So when
depressing.
that failed,
So when that failed, I thought, oh, I'll be on TV then.
Just give up and become an actor? Is that what you're trying to
I
say?
gave up my training days.
That's awesome. Well, you're a musician too, though, right? Yeah. Okay, so all of you have musical talent. That's awesome.
Okay.
She does. Did you see the cup video we did? She's great.
I
Dance
just
without
started
musical
playing the
talent?
ukulele.
And she's really good.
They're both teaching me. I
Yeah.
learned a Justin Bieber song the other day. I didn't bring it today, but one day. By like third season, I'm gonna be like.
Trio, we'll do it. Yeah.
We'll do a band. Like 3 years from now, guys, we'll come back and do a performance.
I think you should just do it in a couple months. Just go for it. It'll be fun.
I need more training.
Awesome. How's it going?
Hi, my name is Christian, and one of my favorite episodes this season was when you guys went to the future of Arrow, so I was wondering if you guys would be able to do that with the Flash, if that's a possibility.
It's all possible. It's all possible in our show. Who knows though? Yeah.
Everything's possible, which is what's
Literally.
quite wonderful about it.
Quite literally.
Because we have a timeshare. So it's great. It's really fun opening a script because we really don't know what's going to happen next or where we're going to go. I'm not going to spoil anything for you, but we do go to some really cool places.
I also have another little question. How does one of Flash time travel? How does that affect when you guys time travel?
I have no idea.
I want to show up in Earth 2 somehow.
That's what I want. Yeah, I want to start seeing that. Like,
I want Birds of Prey in Earth 2.
yeah. Tweet it, guys. Birds of Prey. LOT Writers Room.
Right, so oh God, stop suggesting things.
No, that was like actually their plan. And now they're like, let's scratch that one.
Thanks.
Hi, my name is Ariel, and my question, first I'd like to say it's so nice to see, as a bisexual woman myself, it's so nice to see a character like Sarah, and I'd just like to thank you for that. And my question is for everyone, what has been the hardest scene for you guys to film on?
I feel like every big fight sequence is the hardest thing ever, but they're really rewarding in the end because you see cool it is, but it's, I mean, because sometimes we have fight scenes that have 100 extras in it. You're like, no, there's so much. But,
that stuff on the in the future with Connor Hawke and stuff, all that stuff outside is hard.
that's hard, yeah.
It's all really fun though. Like you say hard, but it's not like, as my nan says, it's not working down the mine. It's like it's difficult.
I think what's hard for me is the scenes that have like 8 of us in it, because you end up like, it takes like 5 hours to shoot one scene, and you say one line, and it's like, it's just like, that's hard for me.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Abigail.
Abigail.
My question is for all of you. What was your favorite superhero growing up as a kid?
Batman.
Right.
I really like Batman. My dad and I used to, I'm such a night owl, like even now when it's so hard to get up in the morning, I just cannot do it because I'm always up till 3. And so they would have cartoons on at night. They would have Gargoyles and Batman and like, oh yeah, where did Gargoyles go? And Batman was always my favorite, so I'm hooked on that. Gargoyles, right? Bring it back.
I'm so glad someone else is up till 3.
Yeah, definitely. Night owls unite.
I think my favorite love-hate was the Joker.
Oh my god, this is tricky. Like, superheroes is so specific. Like, he's not a superhero, so
Well, no, that's
it's not the right answer. I was so into Indiana Jones when I was a kid, and he is a superhero because he's intelligent and he can fight.
It counts.
And like, yeah, my dad took me to see it at the cinema, and I didn't sit down for one bit. I was like fighting along with him. It was great. I loved it. And there's something of him in Rip with the leather jacket. It's a cool. I'm just trying to make him into
Even that little room, the ready room,
absolutely,
whatever it's called,
yeah.
it's
He's
got
got
that older archaeological feel.
Yeah, he's collected things over time. Yeah.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
Hi, I'm Emma Kate, and I was wondering what would happen if Rip Hunter met Rory Williams.
I don't know if they'd get on. I don't know, it depends when in the timeline you met Rory Williams. If you met Roman Rory Williams, I think you'd be like, oh, cool. That's great. I think you'd find him a bit annoying and useless in other times. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Hi, how's it going?
Hi, I'm Jay. I'm all for the photo we took yesterday. And I wanted to comment on and say thank you to Sierra for being so awesome. And that ever since I found out you play guitar, I have been taking guitar lessons.
So cool.
So thank you. And my question is, can you tell us the origin of like your blonde streak in your hair? Like what made you do that?
Oh, yeah, I can tell you, yeah. So I was doing a show called Hunchback of Notre Dame regionally in New Jersey. Yeah, but we realized I wasn't going to get picked up for Broadway, so I was like, oh, I gotta start auditioning. And so I was going in for a lot of TV stuff, because I thought, why not? And everything I was going in for was like 16, 18, maybe 19, but definitely young. And I actually have a gray streak in my hair, and it was becoming pretty big. And I was like, well, 16-year-olds don't have gray streaks. Not that I would ever play 16. So I dyed my hair blonde, and then I went in for Legends, and they were like, well, we like that. And I was like, cool, let's keep it. So that's the story.
I want to see what it looks like in the gray. It's like Storm.
It's kind of like that, yeah. It's getting pretty big, yeah. So yeah.
Thank you. Hi, what's your name?
My name is Evan, and this question's for Arthur. Did your time travel and Dr. Who help you in Legends?
You'd think it would. But no, it seems to be the only thing I can do is time travel.
Are the rules different?
Sorry?
Are the rules different?
The rules, the thing is, the rules are all broken to make anything work dramatically in any time travel show. But yeah, I suppose it did. I love it. Like, as well as being obsessed with Indiana Jones, I was obsessed with Back to the Future when I was a kid. And so anything time travel related, I get so giddy about. Yeah, my time on Doctor Who did help because it made me realise how much fun it is.
There is a fire in your character, you know, about the time travel thing. It's almost like you're almost frantic about it, and, you know, like so excited.
Well, also, like, Rip Hunter spent so long trying to protect the timeline. Like, I think it's quite a precious thing for him, and to have gone on this mission and to messed it up so much is quite a devastating thing for him, and to have all these people, you know, along the way, and to affect so many people. He does have a big heart, and I think it's really difficult for him to deal with it, but he just thinks if he can get it sorted and kill Savage and save the world, then it's all going to be all right.
Yeah, you can see it in your acting too, it's great, so it's great. Right. Hi, what's your name?
Well, about like the last episode,
Yeah.
like, will the Atom and everybody else like kind of get back in time, or like will it affect the whole timeline?
You'll have to watch to find out. I wish we could tell you more, but I will say that I think it's seriously like so heartbreaking and scary for the three of them to get left behind. That's like the worst.
Thank you. Hi, how's it going?
Hey, how's it going, guys? My question is for Arthur. What was your reaction on stepping on the Finnish time ship as opposed to stepping on to the TARDIS for the very first time?
Yeah, because I'd never seen, like, I'd obviously had an image of the TARDIS before when I was, you know, because I'd seen it on telly before. So that was amazing, obviously, and a total privilege and a nightmare to work on, geographically. And then walking up to the Wave Rider was like, oh, I finally got my own. It was great. It was really good. I just went and sat in my chair. Went,
That's awesome. Thank you.
Thanks. So what do you guys do for fun on, you know, on the set?
just go on those chairs.
Just, okay.
We're all on our
You guys just
phones.
watching?
and
We
don't
play
talk.
cards.
We sing a lot of songs.
They bring their guitars, and I have my ukulele. We all just down. What else do we do?
Take the mickey out of each other.
We talk a lot.
We talk a lot. Try and annoy Victor.
We watch
annoy
videos
Victor
of
a
ourselves. We watch videos of ourselves, like of Katie's girl band. What's the name of that girl band again?
They embarrass me in front of all
We
my friends.
read books and we have very stimulating conversation.
You don't read books.
Obviously enjoy each other though.
That's good. Yeah, cool.
Hi.
Hi, I'm another Abigail, and I was wondering if you keep in touch with anyone from old shows like The Doctor or anyone else, and then also, will you ever do a crossover between the two shows?
Yeah, we're going to do a big team up of everything any of us have ever been on. So all the cast of Mad Men are going to come on. All the cast of Doctor Who are going to come on. We're just going to have a big party and everyone's going to get ready.
That would be cool.
That would be cool.
Can we go back to the 70s or like the 60s
Yeah.
and do a Mad Men remake thing?
And
Like,
to pick
that
up
would be
people from
cool.
other shows. It's a great idea. It's a really good idea.
Doctor Who definitely has some like place on our show.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah, it does. And yeah, well, also because my daughter in Doctor Who is your mother in the next.
No, really?
Yeah.
Oh, huh. Weird.
Isn't that mad?
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Your daughter is my mother?
Yeah.
Your TV daughter is my
TV mother. Yeah.
That's weird. Small world, small world.
So I'm
I don't understand how that works.
I'm technically your TV granddad.
My birthday card.
Sorry.
Birthday was yesterday. You missed it.
Yeah, so weird.
We have time for just a few more questions. Jay.
Hey, my name's Miguel. What's your favorite part about like being able to play a character in like the 60s or 70s, like in the past?
I mean, besides the wardrobe, it's pretty much, and then like, I liked Young Stein. I mean, that stuff was just so much fun
So
to
cool.
shoot. And the guy who played Young Stein, Graham, was
Right.
awesome. And like just hearing him talk, and he's like, oh, what? That is only for Nobel candidates. And I'm like, Victor, that's you. Like, you're so arrogant. That was fun.
It was great. I mean, it's great to, because obviously we weren't alive in the 70s, or a lot of the times that we go to, so it's good to kind of pretend that we're actually there, dressed in different clothes.
Yeah, we
great.
learned a lot. I learned a
Yeah.
lot because when we did the 50s, we worked with Joe Dante, and Joe was just like an encyclopedia of like how the 50s actually worked.
Joe Dante's amazing.
Yeah, he's amazing. So it was really cool. Like even just there were small things. Like there was in the beginning of the party scene, you see people ash their cigarettes in a piece of cake, and he was like, "Yeah, that's like something you would do." And I was like, "That's so random," but like it was cool that we have people who are really knowledgeable about these time periods. And he's like, "Yeah, that's like everyone would ash their stuff in the food, and like there was just cigarettes flying everywhere." So it's like it's cool.
Joe Dante was also, he's like a horror movie aficionado. So this is the guy who directed our last episode. He directed a movie called Gremlins, which is amazing. So I watched that movie 3 times the week that we were
I've
working.
never been able to get through it. I was so petrified watching it as a child that like I'd always turn it off like halfway. Like when it started getting really bad, I was like, no, it's off. And I've never, even as an adult, been able to get through it. He's really good, guys.
He's like a horror movie aficionado, so that I think it really makes that episode so different from the rest, and that's what I love about the show. It gives it like a different colour to it. Yeah, it's great. And if you haven't seen Gremlins, go watch Gremlins. It's brilliant.
Thank you. Hi.
My name is Brianna. I'm a huge fan of Doctor Who, so thank you, Arthur, for... Yeah, I just love it. And then my question, my statement, I was at the Women of Arrow yesterday, and it was your birthday. Today is my 18th birthday.
Oh, happy birthday! Happy birthday! What's your name again?
Brianna.
Happy birthday to you. Come on, everyone.
Happy birthday, dear Brianna. Happy birthday to you.
There you go.
My question was, what's one word or sentence of advice you could give for turning 18?
Oh, wow.
Going deep again, Kate.
That is deep. 18. Oh, that's so many mistakes. Should we get deep about it? Like, just be really honest with yourself and everyone. That's a good one, because it's really easy to like try and pretend that you're not something to fit in, or say things to make things easier, but actually they come back to bite you in the end. But actually, just be really cool and open and honest, and I think you'll be really happy.
You know something that I did, and I started it when I was 20, but like you should start it now. Everyone actually should do this, it's kind of cool. Just on your computer or your phone, record videos and like of your give yourself advice or like what you've learned, and like so you have that, and then when you're like do it 18, 19, 20, like do one every year, and then later on, like when you go back and watch it, it's so funny and it's so interesting. You're like, oh my god, look at and it's a cool reflective thing. You should do that.
I feel like the world opened up for me when I was 18. I don't know if this is everybody's experience, but like I was going off to college and I was leaving a small town for another small town, but still it was something new. And I think one of the biggest things I guess I learned was that all of the negative things, even some of the positive things that people had said about me, these like identifiers people tried to give to me, didn't work for me. And I went into a new environment and everyone had completely new identifiers for me. And I was like, that's what made me realize, I was like, wait. All this time I've been told I'm this, and this. And now I go to a new place and went off to college and everyone was like, no, you're this, and this. And I was like, so that, how can that be real? Like, how can I be all of these things to all these different people? And I guess the thing I learned is everyone's gonna have an opinion about you, but what was most important and the thing that I'm still working on as a human is having my own opinion, my own identity, and not really allowing anything to come in and kind of rule what that is.
Can I give you all a hug?
I give high fives.
Okay.
Let's do it.
Afterwards, yeah.
After, yeah.
Yes.